SSD prices are up over 50% this year, so buying the wrong one now actually costs you twice. At Picks and Pros, we obsess over this so you don't have to. And today we're ranking the 9 best NVMe SSDs of 2026. One of them beats drives double its price. You'll want that one. All the product links are chilling down in the description, so go ahead and check them out. If this video helped you out, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell like it owes you money so you never miss our latest drops. Alright, no more waiting. Let's dive right into the list. Starting the list at number 9, Teamgroup MP44. You're cloning your old system to a new drive and the bar barely moves. That's the moment a cheap NVMe earns or loses your trust. The MP44 is DRAM-less, which usually screams corners cut, except it borrows system memory to mimic dedicated DRAM and you barely notice. Boots, game launches, file copies under a few gigs. Quick enough, you'd never guess anything's missing. That paper-thin graphene label keeps it cool in tight laptop slots, no bulky heatsink. Under $100, it's the drive you drop into a second build without a thought. Push a big sustained right past the cache, and speeds nosedive. That's the DRAM-less tax. For a cheap secondary drive that beats its price tag every day, this one delivers. Number 8, Crucial T710 Gen 5. You're 3 days into a video project, and Windows throws the storage full warning as you hit export. That's where capacity stops being a luxury. The T710 gives you a full 4 terabytes of Gen 5 storage, enough to park a 200 game library and a folder of 8K footage. It reads up to 14,500 megabytes a second, so scrubbing through raw timeline footage feels like the file's already loaded. Micron's G9 flash and AES 256 hardware encryption keep your work fast and locked down. Here's the catch. At around $560, it's a real splurge, and like every Gen 5 drive, it runs hot, so you'll want airflow or the included heatsink, but if your workflow eats space for breakfast, the T710 is the drive you won't outgrow next year. Number 7, Kingston NV3. Your nephew's old laptop is crawling, and you've got $50 to fix it. This is the drive for exactly that. The NV3 is Kingston's entry-level Gen 4, up to 6,000 megabytes a second, and next to a tired hard drive, the whole machine feels reborn. Boot times drop from a minute to seconds. Around $60 gets you in the door. One honest warning, Kingston sometimes swaps the controller and NAND between batches, so 2 identical boxes can perform a hair differently. For a cheap, no-drama first NVMe that makes an old system usable again, the NV3 is the easy call, but the next 4, that's where this list stops messing around. Number 6, Addlink AddGame A93. Your PS5 flashes storage full right after a new release drops, and the console makes expansion sound like surgery. It isn't. The A93 is built for exactly this. It slides into the PS5's expansion slot, clears Sony's speed requirement, and hits around 7,400 megabytes a second, so your games load as fast as the internal drive. Best part, it ships with the heatsink already attached, so there's no hunting for a cooler that fits. Pop the panel, drop it in, and it's formatted in under a minute. The name won't be familiar, Addlink isn't Samsung, but the performance shows up where it counts, mid-firefight with 0 stutter, only real knock, and it's a brand most people have never heard of. For PS5 owners who just want more space without the headache, the A93 nails it. Number 5, Crucial P3. Everyone tells you to buy the fastest drive money can get. Most people don't need it. The P3 is proof. It's a Gen 3 NVMe SSD that reads up to 3,500 megabytes a second. And for everyday computing, web work, and a normal game library, you genuinely cannot tell it apart from a drive costing twice as much. Around $60 for a terabyte makes it the upgrade you recommend to family without a second thought. The honest trade-off, it's QLC flash on the older Gen 3 bus, so copy a huge folder and sustained write speeds taper off once the cache fills. For everyday machines where value beats bragging rights, the P3 is the smart money. Number 4, Acer Predator GM7000. You finally built the gaming rig you've been planning, and the last thing you want is storage holding back that new GPU. The GM7000 makes sure it doesn't. This is a proper Gen 4 performance drive, up to 7,400 reads and 6,700 writes, backed by a real DRAM cache, which is exactly why it stays quick loading a massive open world map instead of stuttering at the worst moment. The optional heatsink keeps temps in check and looks right behind glass game installs that used to drag finish before you've grabbed a drink. The one thing, run it bare with weak case airflow and it'll warm up and ease off under a long sustained write. For gamers who want true Gen 4 speed without paying Gen 5 prices, the GM7000 is a smart, fast pick. Number 3, SanDisk WD Black SN7100. It's hour 4 of a flight, your laptop's at 30%, and the SSD is quietly draining what's left. That's the problem nobody mentions until it bites them. The SN7100 fixes it. The power efficiency king, drawing far less than rival Gen 4 drives while still hammering out 7,250 megabytes a second read. In a laptop or a Steam Deck, that's real extra minutes of runtime. It's single-sided too, so it fits the thinnest handhelds and ultrabooks where thicker drives won't go. And it's been on Amazon around 185 lately, down from a list near 375, near top-tier Gen 4 speed at a stupid good price. The catch, no heatsink in the box, so a PS5 install needs one separately. For anyone on battery who refuses to choose between speed and runtime, the SN7100 is the obvious answer. And from here, number 2 stops being fast and starts being absurd. Number 2, Corsair MP700 Pro XT. Some drives are fast. This one is the kind of fast that makes you laugh watching a file move. The MP700 is a Gen 5 monster, up to 14,900 megabytes a second read, and nearly the same riding Fison's latest E28 controller. In plain terms, a transfer that takes a minute on a Gen 3 drive finishes before you've let go of the mouse. With direct storage, it talks straight to your GPU, so compatible games stream textures with zero hitching. At around 156 for a terabyte, it's priced shockingly sane for cutting-edge Gen 5. Here's the truth though, this much speed runs hot and demands real cooling, and outside huge transfers or heavy creative work, you won't feel it over number 1 in daily use. For the builder who wants the fastest drive on the planet and has the airflow to tame it, the MP700 is the flex that actually performs. Finally, number 1 of our list, Samsung 990 Pro. If you're buying one NVMe SSD in 2026 and want zero regrets, make it this one. Here's exactly why it earns that. The 990 Pro hits 7,450 megabytes a second read, brushing the ceiling of what Gen 4 can do. But the story isn't raw speed, it's control. Smart thermal management stops it throttling halfway through a giant transfer, so the drive that's fast in benchmarks stays fast when you're moving 80 gigs of footage. It drops straight into a PS5, it's rated for 1.5 million hours, and the 5-year warranty outlasts your whole build. Now the case. Number 2 is faster on paper. Those Gen 5 numbers are real, but it runs hot, demands serious cooling, and you'll never feel that speed loading a game. Number 3 sips less power and shines in laptops. Neither nails the balance this one does. Quick everywhere, cool enough to ignore, priced around 120 where it actually makes sense. This isn't the flashiest drive here. It's the one you install once, forget completely, and never think about again. And that's exactly why it wins. That's the 9. Quick reality check. Prices on these are moving weekly now, so if you spot the one you want at a fair number, don't wait long to grab it. Subscribe if this saved you from a bad buy, and tell me in the comments. Building fresh or upgrading an old rig? Links to every drive are in the description. Catch you in the next one.